Hi, and welcome to the NeuroTracker Science Series, where we discuss the relevance and key findings of our most impactful peer-reviewed studies. The study we are covering today is Driving Simulator Scenarios and Measures to Faithfully Evaluate Risky Driving Behavior, a comparative study of different driver age groups. As everyone who has their license knows, navigating the road is a very complex task that places demands on a range of mental skills. This study investigated the relationship between mental workload, age, and NeuroTracker measures, analyzing driving performance in 3 simulated scenarios to see if these factors could be predictive of which people are most at risk behind the wheel. This was a landmark study spanning several years, involving 115 participants, including young, middle-aged, and elderly drivers. Driving skills were put to the test in a high-tech driving simulator built with real car parts and force feedback steering. The participants were immersed in a display with a 180-degree field of view and spent 2 hours driving in city and rural environments, as well as on the highway. Each scenario included dangerous events that forced emergency responses to avoid accidents with other vehicles or pedestrians. Drivers had to steer or brake suddenly in order to safely react to the life-threatening encounters. Data from the driving simulator was analyzed, capturing 18 specific measures of driving skills, which were rigorously analyzed to capture not just errors, but also driving behaviors. The research team also compared driving behavior across low, medium, and high cognitive load scenarios using the NeuroTracker task, evaluating this load against age and driving experience to identify which combination of factors put people most at risk of driving accidents. Results from this study showed that experienced drivers of all ages had a tendency to drive more slowly than inexperienced drivers. Younger participants were more likely to be involved in near crashes than older drivers, and after perceiving potential threats, older drivers took defensive action earlier than younger drivers. However, older drivers were also less likely to identify threats in sufficient time to react appropriately. For responding to dangerous events, younger drivers tended to favor steering movements to avoid crashes, while older drivers were more likely to brake abruptly. Statistical analysis of the NeuroTracker data showed that NeuroTracker scores strongly correlated with key aspects of driving performance. This included predicting crash risk, driving speed, and emergency response behaviors. NeuroTracker was a more significant predictor of driving performance than age. Authors of the study concluded that NeuroTracker could provide a valuable and practical method for assessing driving skills. This led to a separate review paper with deeper analysis of the findings, which found NeuroTracker to be a role model assessment of driving safety. These findings also demonstrate that NeuroTracker is a specifically relevant assessment method for revealing driving behaviors and risks across different age groups and levels of driving experience. Thanks for watching. If you'd like to learn more about this study or any of our other published research, then click on the link to download the NeuroTracker Science Summary document, or stay tuned to watch the next NeuroTracker Science video in the series.